If you're given a promotion and nobody knows, you got no more money, and you end up actually having less authority, is it really a promotion? Did it really happen? One of the things that is endemic in business right now, doesn't matter where you're at, is this trying to figure out how to retain talent and not necessarily pay them more. It's one of those issues that when I come in and I work with clients. My name's Ryan Howe, by the way. I'm a business coach who works in West Michigan and around the country. And when I come into new clients, and these are some of the discussions that I've had with clients, they're like, yeah, we don't really have the money for, to give people, obviously to pay them more or to get promotions. How can we figure this out? And they're like, well, we have an idea. We can just give them a new title. And it's really, really short-term thinking. And today, I really want to spend some time talking about, well, one, what the heck even is ghost promotion? Talked a little bit about it, but really define it. And two, have you ever been ghost promoted? I'd love to hear about it in the comments as well, because I've been one of those people where I got this cool shiny title and I looked around and nothing changed, including my bank account, and I got okey doked. So right now, in the environment that we have here in the business world, right, there's difficult hiring. You can't find talent, but margins are getting compressed all over the place, and it's difficult for people to, businesses, to find additional capital for raises right now, right? That's what's being said. And what we're seeing is a rise in these ghost promotions where they are reorganizing the company, giving out these new titles with authority-ish, but without any raises going on as a way to, one, streamline the company. Don't get me wrong, there's time where you got to do a reorganization, especially in times where you got shrinking margins. You got to be a bit more agile. I get that. However, they're using it to keep people on without paying them more. And when I see that, never really one of my favorite things. So I try to speak up against it when I can. But, for today, we're going to cover what ghost promotions are, how to spot when you've had a ghost promotion, and then really best practices for employees to push back against a proposed promotion that looks like it's going to be a ghost one. And then for businesses, I want to talk about really what it's short-term thinking and the detriment that it has for long-term future employment for folks, okay? So let's get into it here. So how do you know, what is a ghost promotion? Again, a ghost promotion is simply, it's on paper. It doesn't carry any additional pay, authority, anything. It's simply just, you now have a new title, or you've even gotten more work with this new title, but no extra pay, no extra authority. And again, they're designed as a way to retain talent, to show that, hey, you recognize your talent and you're trying to take care of them, but it's done through this way of these weird new duty titles and positions that are just pulled out of thin air. So here's some examples, some things you want to keep an eye out for here. One of them is going to be, if the salary conversation never took place, it never happened. So you get this new position, they give you the new title, say you're now the director of, Wicket production, whatever. But there's never a salary conversation. All they've really done is simply just change your title, and that's it. When you have a promotion, a real legit promotion, it comes with salary. Like, there's always going to be a salary discussion and additional compensation. So don't forget that, all right? The second one would be that your daily tasks never really change. They simply just changed your title and you're still doing all the exact same thing. If that's the case, is it really a promotion, right? Promotion meant to be either, a promotion means a change in the scope of your work, like the depth and breadth of your work. It's typically more, more managerial as you move up, less tactical type work. But if everything stays the same, chances are good you just got ghost promoted. One of my favorites that I've seen, and I've seen folks run into this one, is no one knows you were promoted, right? No one knows about your new title per se. There's no announcement, nothing. It's simply just, hey, you are now director of Wicket production, and that's it. That's all you hear from your boss. No announcement through the company, no opportunity to realign reporting or any of the authorities or accountabilities. Just, hey, this is your new title, and then that's it. Okay, chances are good if there's no announcement, they're just doing something to appease you, and it's not real. So another one that's more kind of counterintuitive here, but I'm not surprised with it, is when you have a ghost promotion occurs that you lose autonomy. Right? So let's say you're working for a VP or whatever, and then you get a ghost promotion up to some, whatever, assistant VP or whatever it is, assistant VP for, Wicked production, right? Just keep on that train. Well, you go to start doing your work, and instead, what do you get? You aren't allowed to make decisions because you got to run everything through the boss, because the boss that has not actually had authority to transfer accountability and authority to you. They've simply done it, taken some of their work, handed it off to you, and now that work still needs to be done, but you do not have any decision authority for it. So you have to constantly check in with that next level, because it isn't real promotion, right? So if you see that happening, definitely keep that in mind. And then the last one is, if it lacks clear definition. Every single job that you take, this is for employees here, every single job that you take has to come with a clear job description outlining what it is you're supposed to do, who you report to, who works for you, and it's the important one, your compensation. Like, all that should be included in there. If you are simply just said, hey, you are now, again, VP of X or whatever, you now have this promotion to this position, and it isn't clearly defined, again, I'm gonna go back to what I've been saying this whole time. You haven't really been promoted. What's happened is they've just thrown some more work at you, haven't given you any more money. You don't have, and your title is basically just made up. Now, and that is one that I see almost all the time. No good deed goes unpunished, right? I think we're all familiar with that. How many people here, again, let me know in the comments, that you've been in a position to where you have been an employee, you've done great work, right? You're like, man, I'm killing it here. And then for all of your great work, the boss says, hey, here's more work. You also now are responsible for this and this and this. Again, those are versions of ghost promotion, okay? Now, when it comes to businesses, why do they do this? And as I mentioned, it is a way to retain talent in these times where you don't necessarily have a lot of capital to be able to provide more, basically pay them more. For some people, titles are important. And so if you can give somebody a title and it pacifies them for 9 months to a year to put off some sort of basically paying them some extra stuff, but you got them that title, that's why businesses do it. That's one of the reasons it exists. There's also again, no good deed goes unpunished, where you are given more work because you're good at doing work, right? So you got that as well. So if you're an employee, this is start there. If you're an employee and you find yourself in a position to where you have the opportunity for a ghost promotion, you can take it. I'm not going to tell you not to. That's you do you adult decisions. But no promotion should ever come without a clear job description and your compensation. Like those two things in particular. Because what you're doing in a ghost promotion where it isn't clear and identified, you're setting up ambiguity in the actual system. You're setting it up in a way that you're going to end up being accountable for something that you're technically not responsible for because of the way this is lined up. And it's going to be chewy. It's just going to be a mess. It's just going to be something that you don't necessarily want to be a part of. Okay, guys? And so what I tell everybody from an employee side, make sure you got that job description. Make sure you have the compensation conversation. Get it all in writing and make sure you're good. Okay, so employees, that's that spot. Business owners, this is the conversation that I've had a couple times, matter of fact, in the last month. They come into new places and they want to have these conversations. By the way, if you're a business owner and you want to learn more about how I help businesses grow faster than ever thought possible, go ahead and check me out at summitbusinessguides.com. All right, links down below, you can go check it out. So, business owners, don't. Just talk to your folks. I mean, don't do this. Like, I can't overstate this. Listen, the basic agreement that you have as a business owner with your folks, right, with your employees is, I'm going to tell you exactly what to do, train you how to do it, and when I want it done, and then you're going to do it, and then you're going to get paid. Like, that's the agreement. So when you have this system set up to where things are not clear, where you aren't following all the rules per se that are existed there. Hold on one second, I got a bus coming through. I want to make sure I'm good. All right, so the bus is gone. Let's get back at it. You have a responsibility to be very clear in what you're having for job descriptions for folk. If you're going to promote someone, you need to promote them. And when you promote people, you pay them more. Like they have to be compensated in some way, shape, or form for their time. And they need to agree to it. Just be fair and open about it. If you don't have the money to pay people for promotions, listen, That happens sometimes. Just be clear with your folks. Like, I can't overstate this. Now, yes, as a business owner, you want to say that you're having financial issues and you can't make payroll. Well, probably not, right? That's something you just got to figure out. Got to make payroll. But when it comes to promotions, simply just saying, hey, we don't have the budget right now to pay for promotions for folks. We still have the ability, right? I mean, there is opportunity, but we don't want to promote you unless we can pay you more. So we're figuring out and working within the means that we have. And if you can do that, one, people aren't going to be happy about it regardless. But two, you're at least being straight and honest with them. And that really comes down to probably the most important piece here of this entire discussion about ghost promotions. The entire idea behind ghost promotions is that you're not being truthful with your folks. And you're not being fair. You're breaking the basic tenet of employer-employee relationship. Remember, I'm going to tell you exactly what to do, when to do it, how to do it. You're going to do it, then I'm going to give you money. If you're just being ambiguous and then not giving them extra money, that's just not okay. Okay? So yeah, listen, let me know in the comments if you're seeing ghost promotions, if you've had one, let me know how they went down there. Again, it's just that we're in that time of that part of the cycle where businesses don't know what to do because the free money party is over and we're starting to get all sorts of contraction going on, which is what you're seeing. Okay. So with that, hopefully I earned your subscription today, folks. Take care. I'll see you next time.